And the capital markets defied muted business activity in the capital city and other parts of the country to post a 57 billion shillings gain in paper wealth for investors, even as the number of shares traded at the Nairobi Securities Exchange fell by a staggering 73% to just 22.9 million. The value of listed companies closed Monday's trade at 1.67 trillion shillings, posting a 33.5% gain compared to Friday's close. Brian George now takes us through the pulse of the business environment.
The national flag carrier Kenya Airways was perhaps spot on to read the mood and close its booking offices Sunday in both Kisumu, Kenya and Johannesburg, South Africa, where mass actions were witnessed. Ghost towns and muted activity characterized Kenya's main commercial hubs of Nairobi, Mombasa and Kisumu as businesses remained shut, steering clear to elevated risks in the wake of calls for mass action. The government now says that the country has lost 2 billion shillings, or just about 2 hours worth of its annual economic output due to the disruption of business activity due to the protests. 2 billion shillings simply translates to an equivalent of 10 hours worth of tax collection registered by the Kenya Revenue Authority.
This morning, because of lack of business in the CBD, the country has lost almost 2 billion shillings in terms of business. And this is money that should have been circulating in the economy. We want to urge these people to consider this afternoon to call off the chaos, the mayhem, the intimidation.
Nairobi's public transport sector, with an estimated 15,000 licensed vehicles, took a significant hit as many Kenyans stayed at home for their safety and commuting was disrupted for the few who dared to transit from one point to another. Now, despite the government's plea for cessation to protests, Raila Odinga went ahead to announce protests will take place every Monday going forward until their demands are met. Brian George, NTV, Nairobi.